7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm
like, well, holy shit, that was crazy.
Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings. We are here talking 450 Outdoor Preview Show.
It's time.
It's time.
TGO.
Outdoors. So before we get started here, some paperwork stuff. Number one, we have new t-shirts with the Moto Aftermath Show logo on them. They will be red. TLR, quit touching my man boobs, bro. TLR Coatings logo on the sleeve there. $25 a piece. The PayPal link will be in the description below. Send your size in the notes of the PayPal payment, and I will get those boxed up and shipped out within the next couple of weeks. When you order them, I have a guy that will literally print me one at a time if we need him to for the same price. So we're good to go on that. Make sure to follow us on all the major. Could you quit touching my new bike, please? It is a 450, which is appropriate for the 450 show. And actually, I can still technically ride that, can't I?
Yeah.
In the class, 15's not too old, right?
What class you riding in?
The 450. Anyway, make sure to follow us on all the major social media networks. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to support us, there are links down below to the Amazon, the Teespring for the other t-shirts, Patreon. Like I said, you can buy these t-shirts. Those all help us out. Before we jump into a couple of the smaller teams here that we're going to talk about right off the bat, we're going to talk about our fantasy league.
Now, I haven't even heard this.
So
I haven't either. Breaking news.
So our fantasy league is going to... Oh, dude, I thought there was stuff in there, and I was like, wow.
All right, anyway. I love fantasy talk. So
okay, so our fantasy league, Cole, you're going to set this up for us.
Right on.
Okay. It's going to be the Moto Aftermath Show Outdoor League we'll go with. We're going to set it up on the Pulpamex Fantasy League there. So you will have to pick on there.
You don't have to. So you'll go on Pulpamex, the website.
Yes, Pulpamex.
It'll ask if you want to pay.
You don't have to pay.
But you don't have to pay to join ours. If you want to be eligible for the Pulpamex awards, then
You have to pay.
Yes.
pay. But as far as ours, we're not asking for any money, anything like that.
Nope.
We're
cool.
We're just gonna have a grand old time. I'm gonna kick Justin's ass.
We're all going to be in it, and we're going to do prize giveaways for the top 3 finishers in the league after outdoors. The prizes probably won't be anything super huge. I haven't really decided yet what we're doing.
It'll be something cool and thoughtful from the heart.
Yes, but I'm going to probably all 3 will include a t-shirt. And then I will come up with some some Moto related stuff.
Stickers or something.
I'll find something. I will find some things, and I will try to have that figured out here by Hangtown.
You use tire from the Redbud 125 race?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, we're not giving that away.
Yeah.
So anyway, go sign up, Pulpamex Fantasy. Sign up for our league, and like I said, top 3 at the end of the season is paying out prizes. Okay, so let's jump into some of these smaller teams here. Let's start with
Chris Queefer?
Yeah, we'll start with Chris Queefer. So Kiefer, for anybody who doesn't know, Moto Concepts is driving the rig to the first 2 races. So Hangtown and Paula. Chris Kiefer is racing, kind of just to show his son that he can race, etc., and do it himself. Steve Mathis is managing that team.
Loosely,
maybe McAdoo shows up if he doesn't have a ride by Hangtown.
Maybe. So
I wouldn't doubt
thoughts
that.
on, is Kiefer going to make the motos? Let's just start there.
He makes it at Paula, but he doesn't make it.
Motos.
You think he makes both? I think he misses the one at Hangtown. I think he makes Paula.
I agree with that.
I don't really pay attention to Chris Kiefer. He's a funny dude. I know he's got the Kiefer After Dark thing.
He's hilarious.
He was a good privateer back in the day. I think he had a satellite ride for a while, but I mean, dude, he's what, 40?
Yeah, I think he's a good rider.
I don't know how much he trains even.
I think he's got the stamina to go. I think where he's going to struggle is that single lap speed to get in, or if he's going to have to race 4 laps in on the LCQ
and then be smoked.
Yes, that's where. But I think he's got the riding stamina to go the 2 30+2s.
Does he beat John Gruey?
He wouldn't be John Gruey. No way.
You don't think so?
No way.
You think John Gruey is faster
than Kiefer?
At 45 years old.
I do. I really do. Not in like California tracks, but you took him to a neutral track, like fucking, I don't know, anywhere in Indiana, I think Gruey would beat him. I really do. I mean, Gruey's dude.
It's hard to keep up with Gruey.
And Kiefer ain't gonna out-stamina Gruey. Let's be real. I don't care how good a shape.
Yeah, you're right.
The only reason I say that Kiefer doesn't
I hate going to Martin and like feeling like I'm hauling ass, and then I got John Gruey, 50 years old.
Gruey's been doing that to everybody for how many years? I mean, he used to do it with the Sewells.
I was gonna say, when he goes by me, I just like wave. I'm like, hey, it's nice to see you.
But no,
hey,
like,
no homo. You ever seen that dude without a shirt?
Oh, dude,
he's ripped. He's like, what,
old
55 now?
Dude,
No,
straight
Gruey's a
jacked.
beast.
Yeah.
No, he is. And he's got a fucking full-time job. It's not like he rides every day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he does, but the only reason I say Kiefer doesn't make Hangtown, because Hangtown usually, not so much in the 250 class, has like 85 dudes sign up for the 450.
Yeah.
And you get those local pros, even though Hangtown doesn't race all the time.
You're
Yeah.
right.
But Paula,
Yeah, Paul, I think he.
I can see it happening. I really do.
Yeah.
This is no shade at Kiefer either. Like, he's still
No,
fast.
oh yeah,
but,
Kiefer make any of us. Look
But he is
down.
he is 45 or 40 or however
No, I
it
think
is.
he's 41.
42. Okay, so he's in his 40s.
Yeah, he's in his 40s.
So, yeah.
So anyway, okay, next team, JGR. We are going outside with Justin Hill, and Justin Hill is motivated because he didn't do well in Supercross. So how long does that motivation last?
5
2
races.
rounds.
Although, you know what's really sad is he actually had some good motos last year.
He did.
He did. He got a couple top 5s, and it wasn't just at Washougal
Does
until
he
he hit a
get
tree.
any this year? Negative.
I think
moving
his
on.
best shot would be High Point, but other than that, no.
I don't think this class is very deep, so yeah, I think he does all right.
You don't think his class is that deep?
Nah, I agree. I think there's only we're gonna only say 15 dudes in this class.
Alright. Okay, that's true, yeah, because there's not as many guys on each team.
But I think he makes it like 5 rounds, and then he like takes 2 off, and makes another 2, and then takes 2 off.
He'll be at Washougal. Do you think he hits a tree at Washougal again?
Hope not. He was
So
running
do you
like
think he
third.
rides in the hills in between those two?
Maybe.
Yeah, or plays guitar.
Puts like an edit online?
Plays guitar.
Nice.
Okay.
Just tries a backflip with Josh.
That'd
And-
be sweet.
Not into a foam pit.
All right, and one more team to cover here. Let's go into KTM, the Rocky Mountain KTM team.
We can't do this as an abbreviated though. This is a pretty stacked team, right?
Well,
here.
yeah, but let's do
Oh,
it
okay.
first here. Let's
All
just do
right.
it. I didn't
Let's
say we
knock
had to
it out of the way.
abbreviate. I'm just saying let's knock it out. and
All
then we'll go to
right,
the other
all
team.
right.
Before we even get started, I'm on a hot take.
Okay.
Blake Baggett is a contender for the title.
I mean, I picked him.
Seriously?
I picked him last year. Why? I'm not doing that again this year.
I'm gonna pick him.
I
for
think
the
he's
title
too up and
contender.
down.
I think his consistency is an issue.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a major issue.
I'm just still holding on to that year when Anderson blew his thumb out.
that was a good year for him until the off-camera at Redbud. But the thing I will say about Baggett is this has been his best Supercross season ever. I know that he got hurt at what was it, like Minneapolis or whatever it was, and then he kind of was up and down, and then he got some podiums. If Baggett can somehow channel those first couple motos that he had last year, Thunder Valley comes to mind, Redbud before he weeded it, and before the hockey puck or hockey stick, whatever the hell you want to call it, hockey stick, I don't know. If he can channel those first motos and actually put it together consistently, I agree with you. I think he can be a title contender. But to Travis's point, dude, you can't go from getting third one weekend and then
And then
seventh the
getting
next.
sixth, yeah.
But I think we can all agree, speed for speed,
He's fast. And I think
he's got to be one of the fastest in the class.
I think
He's
he's
really fast.
He's really, really fast.
I think
so
he wins
fast.
motos
He
and
makes
races.
fast people look slow.
All right.
So
Movie? Am I missing something?
I'm missing something too. I'm just
from
going with
Milwaukee
it.
Yard.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
nah, whatever. So what is he though? If you think he's a title contender, what do you think he is?
Top 5 guy all year, but again, like you said, he's gonna have motos where he's like 7th, 8th, 9th, and you go, what the fuck?
Does he get moto wins this year?
Yeah, I think he wins motos, and I think he wins an overall or two. But
so, too.
I'm not title contender material with him. No, I think his off weekends are
I
too
think
off.
I think him and Webb get into it at some point.
Yeah, I think that could be a
I don't
thing
think
too.
that's going to end up well for Baggett. He might end up with another thumb hanging off.
That could be interesting though. That might actually make Baggett into more of a contender if him and Webb start getting into it.
And then there's some fuel there.
Yeah.
And then Marv just sweeps in. Anyways,
And then Anderson goes riding by like,
hey guys, how you doing? No, Baggett,
fried.
Baggett's for sure a top 5 guy. I just don't like the inconsistency with him.
Yep.
Justin Bogle, are we?
He's only on the first few rounds.
Justin
Until
Bogle.
Bloss comes back, and I agree with JT. It's going to be really depressing if he goes in. How good Supercross ended for him. Has a couple good outdoor rides, and then they're just like, nope, sorry.
too. Justin Bogle.
I think at some point, if Bogle doesn't if he doesn't stay on with Rocky Mountain, he will be on a team this year. There's no way that he does not have a ride for the whole entire year after Bloss comes back. And I will say this, and this is not a bold prediction. Well, it's technically a bold prediction, but it's not.
This is not a bold. Well, wait. Yeah.
It's a bold prediction, but it's not my bold prediction. Bogle gets a couple podiums if he rides the whole entire year.
I actually don't think it's that bold.
I don't think
Really?
it's that bold.
He's got moto wins and an over.
I know, but you don't really like Bogle though, so I thought
I'm
you
not a
would
huge fan of him, but
Yeah.
dude, he's solid, and he had
And
was fourth in Vegas.
yeah, and then
or
he got a
something
couple.
like that?
No, not Vegas.
Yeah, New Jersey.
Yeah,
He started running pretty good.
and he got a couple. He got 2 heat wins.
Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, the
So
Tomac won, okay, but still, he was there, like 2 seconds
Yeah.
marking him.
So the confidence is building in him. So yeah, no, I don't think it's that bold.
But the question is, where would he go if he doesn't stay on? And I swear to God, people say JGR. I do not want to see him back on that bike.
Pack EMH Sports Racing.
Yeah, well, you know, Garrett Merck's making some money. You might as well just fund a bike.
Now, do they have anybody else on that team?
Pack
Or that's
EMH? Yeah, Colt Nichols.
no,
Turned down for what?
no.
Benny Bloss comes back at High Point.
Ooh, that's a ways in.
Okay, yeah, that's 4.
How do we think
Around
Benny
there.
Bloss? Well, I think Benny's going to struggle for the.
I
I
think
mean,
so
he hasn't
too.
raced in like a.
Yeah.
to me,
Top 20, but that's about as far as I can call at this point.
well,
who knows?
Cole,
He's been hurt again.
you kind of like Benny Bloss on this little panel. You've talked about him, how you thought he would have had a good Supercross
I
season.
think he would have had a good one.
What do you think he does when he okay, so he comes back at High Point. What do you think he does when he gets 4 or 5 rounds in? Start getting toward the end of the season. That'd be round 9, I guess.
I think he starts being 7th around that area.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I mean, he did good last year.
Yeah, once he gets into it, I say top 10, but I say top 20
think,
when
like,
he comes
especially
back.
Washugo with those whoops.
He is an outdoor guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think so. I'm just saying that I think even though I'm not the biggest Bogle fan, I love watching him ride. It's gonna really suck that if he comes out and does good and then ends up not just like nope, see it, sorry, can't afford it.
Blocks, yeah, Blocks will be alright.
Yeah,
He'll
so
be a Washugo like a giraffe, you know, just eating leaves off the trees while he's cruising through.
Just like rips a tear off, grabs a leaf, eats it. Yeah.
all
a
right.
baby giraffe.
Anything else with those first few teams here before we move
Is
on
there
to the big teams here?
That's it for Rocky Mountain, right? There
Yeah, that's the only
another
3.
guy?
Yeah.
No, they've all well since Dakota Alex is pretty much not affiliated with that team anymore.
Okay, that's what I was wondering about. So
All
Yeah,
right,
so-
cool. Let's move on then.
All right.
Cole, get off your phone.
God dang it.
I'm doing hot takes on my phone.
Okay.
On Twitter. fingers
Go to
Yamaha.
Yamaha next.
All right, so Barsha
Factory
will be in
Yamaha.
for Hangtown.
Barsha will be in. How does he do?
I think he's going to struggle for a little bit, but I think Barsha will do Barsha things. He'll put in some heaters in qualifying. He'll probably win a mud moto or a overall. And I think that man, I don't know. I know that we just said that the class isn't that deep, but I think from 1 to 6 or 1 to 7 is pretty deep. And then I think after that, it kind of is like it's up for debate. It's really hard to see where you're going to put Barsha because he comes out and he wins A1. The biggest Supercross race of the year.
And then just, yeah.
He had some nagging issues. He was up and down. He had a couple good heat races, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. I don't really know the thing with Barsha because we all talk about how he was very up and down outdoors last year, but let's not forget he was 3rd in points, or no, fourth in points, but he was like 6 points off of Kenny.
I don't know, man. I think he's a top 5 guy.
But you also got to think though, there's a couple other guys on this list though. So are you going to say that because now you're a Baggett, and we know that there's
Okay, so let's put it this way. I think he's a top 5 guy
If he's
most
at his
weekends.
full potential.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think he struggles more often than not this year.
if we get a mudder,
And
does he
ends
win
up
though?
till 10. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Hard pressed to say he doesn't.
I don't know. He didn't win the moderate destinations.
Nobody won at Crawfordsville.
Yeah.
It was Crawfordsville. I get it. It was last race of the year. He did win. He went 1-1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bush is just, it's so hard to, because you don't know what he's going to come in. Like that video, he said, wrist, whatever. But you just don't know how healthy he's going to be.
Yeah.
So AP, though. We don't know when we're getting AP.
I heard his injuries were worse than they thought.
Well, yeah. He snapped his heel?
That's why.
And Neil took Nico Izzy out.
Yeah,
so.
who's coming
My
over?
boy, Dean Ferris.
Oh, God.
Won that Aussie train, bro. Woo!
There we go.
Dean Ferris. Can we talk about AP for a second?
Are you
now?
on the Ferris wheel?
I'm on the Ferris wheel, bro. I am on that. Well, that's his handle on Instagram or whatever. Ferris wheel 111. But can we talk about AP for a second, and then we'll get into Dean Ferris?
Yeah.
How does AP do when he comes back after he gets in the groove?
Ooh.
I mean, we aren't talking about the 250 outdoor champ. We can talk about J. Martin, Zacho not being there, but he's still
8 to 12.
I think.
I don't know that he's gonna get back in the groove
before he comes in.
Because I don't think he's gonna come back before midseason. to be
which
honest
really
with you.
sucks considering how Supercross was going for him.
Yeah, it was
Tell.
progressing a little
he was
bit.
starting to come up. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the struggle bus for a little bit. I think that he probably doesn't have his real AP sighting until probably Millville. I think Millville's round
At
8.
least depends when he comes back.
Depends
Yeah,
on when he comes back.
I honestly don't think he's probably going to be back till either round 3 or round 4.
Yeah.
That's everybody's like, oh, he'll be back at Paul. I don't think so, man. There's like no indication that he's even been riding.
Yeah.
But Dean Ferris though,
Didn't he come ride
Yeah,
last
where do you
year?
think he's
Did
at?
you know?
bro, High Point he went out in 17. He got second.
I don't
first
know a lot
moto.
about him.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
he's back to back Australian champion.
Oh.
He whoops Brett Metcalf's ass.
I thought he came over last year though.
No, he didn't
do
come-
anything.
no, he didn't come over
for like
last year.
one race. or
No,
something.
he came over High
for a
Point in
full season
17.
one year, didn't he?
No, that was a long time. No.
Well, I don't know much about him, so where do you see him?
Well,
He did show up at High Point and run third or something.
yeah, and then the Heat got to him. No, he got second that moto. And then the second moto, the Heat got to him, and he even said, he's like, dude, I haven't been training for this Heat.
So is he training now? No.
No, he did the MXGP. He did one. He rode Roman Fever's bike. They had bike issues, and then he hit the ground, and then he went out and waxed everybody at the first Australian race. I don't know how he's going to do because, like, he's gone up and down. At first, he was supposed to have the JGR ride. He rode a Suzuki. He sold the Suzuki, and then they're like, oh, let's fill in for Roman Fevra. He got hurt. Then he was on a KTM. Now he's back on a Yamaha. So he's literally been playing, like, fucking whack-a-mole with different bikes and shit. But he's running the 103. Running the Chad Reed rookie.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Wow,
That's a lot of
he's been everywhere.
I did.
Since that has
Clean that
He's
up.
running the 103.
Oh,
there you go.
God.
There you go. It's fine. Fuck off,
That is
guys.
Sammy
So-
Squinkler.
No, Dean Ferris, he's gonna be good. I just don't know how good that bike's gonna be.
I don't think. Yeah. How consistent is he though? I don't think
I
he's
mean,
gonna be
8
that
to
consistent.
15, 8
No.
to 12.
Well, it depends on what
Top
Dean
10.
Ferris. If the Dean Ferris that's ridden in Australia the last couple of years that has dominated everybody shows up,
Fifth. Better than Barsha.
I think he beats Barsha.
Interesting.
I think he beats Barsha. I think he would have beaten a full force AP. I think that, I mean, dude, the guy is good, and a lot of people don't really know who Dean Ferris is, but once again, talk about the GP things. I also watch the Australian stuff every now and then. I mean, he's annihilated everybody, and I know they're Australian series, but we can talk about Hunter Lawrence. Hunter Lawrence is Australian. They produce good guys.
Yeah, they do.
When you, on average, beat second place by like between 30 and 50 seconds almost every weekend, and it's guys like Brett Metcalf, it's guys like Dylan Long, the Instagram hero, you're beating good guys. So it's like, I know that it's not American, it's not equal to America, but second at High Point 2 years ago, and that was a one-off race for him.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good. It just, that bike, I don't know how good that bike is. I really don't, because it's a Yamaha.
Yeah.
Well, what's so shitty about it? The trashy.
It's fucking chassis.
You got a trashy.
Anyway, anything else with the Yamaha boys before we move on here?
No.
Okay, let's move on then. Husky.
Dean Wilson will not be at Hangtown, I know that.
Nope. Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Puck.
Wolf gang.
All right, so we got Zach Osborne and Dean Wilson and Jason Anderson.
Oh, forgot about Anderson already.
Wow.
So Dean Wilson,
Holy shit.
the 250
So
show-
disrespectful.
The TVD show you're talking about talking shit on his Instagram, and now you're like, man, I forgot about it.
Oh my God. So disrespectful to
I
Jason
mean, I don't
Anderson.
have any high hopes for him either.
Why?
On the bandwagon with Cole here.
Why?
He ain't gonna do
I don't
nothing.
think
Why?
I don't
He's not
see
an
him
outdoor
doing-
guy. He's a supercross guy.
Are you for real right now?
Yeah.
Okay, are we just forgetting about that Moto Glen Helen last year where he was like 15 seconds out on everybody?
I'll
until
put him
Tomac?
in the top 10 all year.
Wow, you guys are...
With some top
I don't
fives.
see him being a title contender, no.
I'm not saying title contender, but for real, you can't see a top 5 guy?
Top 5 guy all day, yes.
So you're just a dick.
No.
Tell me what
Sometimes
makes
I
him
just
not...
like to spout off dumbass comments like Amart's gonna beat fucking
Oh, shut the
Sexton
fuck
too,
up.
but,
Shut
you know, whatever.
up. Shut up with that. Seriously, did you know Bud's Creek last year? He comes back after being gone for how many months and he runs top 5?
Dude,
Dude, like, people forget Anderson is a good outdoor rider. It's just because he just won a Supercross championship a year ago.
I mean, you got Kenny.
I'm not saying he's a
Marv.
title guy.
No, I'm just talking for
Okay.
top 5. Kenny, Marv, Baggett, Eli, Coop.
I'm gonna tell you
There's
right.
5 dudes right
I'm gonna
there
tell you right now.
that are all faster.
Anderson,
All faster than him.
That's debatable. That's debatable. I mean, Glen Helen, Moto 1 last year. What happened? Or the Moto 2. I'm sorry, it was Moto 2. What happened in Glen Helen Moto 2? How big of a gap did he have on everybody until Eli tracked him down?
The old confidence going came off Supercross title. Now he can't stay healthy. He's been hurt all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know about all that. That's a little overboard.
All right.
I'm gonna give him the old I ride at Glen Helen all the time kind of thing.
Okay.
He had Josh Grant syndrome that weekend.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, you know, Anderson did beat Jeffrey Hurlings.
Where?
At Exhibitions. It was one moto. until I got landed on by the Japanese guy.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
I'm not saying he's a title contender, but I think that it's a little disrespectful to just be like, oh, he's not
Look,
an outdoor
I
guy.
think he's in the top 10. He floats around the top 5 for a majority of the season.
I mean, I'm
We'll
going to give him the
that.
benefit of the doubt.
And
because
maybe lands on the
He kind
box,
of plays
but-
it off as a guy that doesn't try that hard.
Yeah, because if you watch him, you kind of, I think it's almost true though. I'm not saying he doesn't train, and I'm not saying he's like Justin Hill, but you watch him and we know like Anderson's like the laid back, like I don't really give a shit and
Yeah, smoke pot.
yeah, smoking weed, I'm on a longboard. Yeah. No, I think that he.
Rocket power.
Did you just go back to like 2000?
My mom just bought every season of that on DVD off Amazon.
Rocket Power?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go watch it later.
We get
Anyway.
that son of a bitch.
Anyways, I think consistently he is a 4 to 8 guy, and he gets at least 3 podiums.
You want to hear a real bold prediction here?
No, we're not doing those till later.
Hold on.
Or a
We're
hot
going
take?
off. We're going off Anderson, so we might as well just go to the other douchebag on the
You
team.
want to take a hot take?
Sure.
I bet Zach walks him all year.
Bullshit.
I will lay a lot of money on
Bullshit.
Zach. I bet Zach walks.
Bullshit.
Him all year.
Gentleman's bet.
Bullshit.
Gentleman's bet.
BC Pizza breadsticks.
I got no problem. Dude, breadsticks are like, that doesn't make.
Well,
doesn't
what
take
the
a-
hell?
Why don't we have?
I ain't going all the way to West Main to bring you
Well,
fuckers food.
I was asking earlier, and you were like, "Go pay and get your
Go
own."
pay. I said breadsticks. I didn't say pizza.
Okay. Anyway,
So what? Okay, so
yeah, I
like,
bet you order breadsticks that he walks him all year. Beats
and
him in
where's
points.
your indication?
Yeah, let's hear this.
He's dude.
Cricket,
you can't
cricket.
tell me Zach isn't better at outdoors than Anderson.
Cricket.
I can't really tell you that because I've seen what Anderson does when he's actually feeling it. He's a top guy.
Did we not just go over the feeling at Glen?
So
Helen
okay, so
thing?
I don't really give a shit about Glenn Helen. Bud's Creek, first moto. Hadn't raced in how many months, and he comes out and gets what?
Oh,
Fourth, third?
this is why I love
It's because of Zach Osborne. Like, dude, you think he's like God? He's God's gift to the world, dude.
Does Anderson have an outdoor title in the 250 class?
Does Zach Osborne have a 450 Supercross title? No, didn't think so. So that is really irrelevant.
No. Zach Osborne didn't race the 450s when everyone else got hurt.
And how many years did it take Zach Osborne to win this title? Tell you, he was 28 years old, and it took him
boy,
14
here we
fucking
go.
years.
Yeah.
You want to
Here
bring
we
up
go.
random ass shit that doesn't matter every
we
time.
go.
Every time. So, like, no, that doesn't matter to me. Zach Osborne, I told you, I think he's going to be better outdoors. But you just also named a lot of guys in the top 5 that I don't see him beating. Like Mathis and Weege, you're like, oh, he's going to get... No damn way Zach Osborne gets a moto win. No damn way.
You also told me he wasn't going to win a Supercross race yet.
He didn't win one.
That was pretty fucking close.
He didn't win one. And
That
you
was
also
pretty
told me
fucking
Joey
close.
Savacci was
In the
going to
last
shit.
5 minutes, he was leading.
And what happened then?
I mean,
Oh, he made a Zach Osborne mistake.
Joey Savacci was pretty close to winning a Super.
Yeah, Joey Savacci was also close to winning. We could have said it, could have, should have, would have. Didn't happen. Don't matter. Zach Osborne's going to be good.
Fortner was close to winning.
Yeah, there was a lot. AC was close to winning. Oh, that didn't happen.
I'm still telling you that
I think Zach Osborne will be the second best guy on that team because I think he'll be better than Dean Wilson. Because I don't know what Dino's going to do, to be honest with you.
Matt's going to light you up. in
I
the
really
comments.
don't care because I don't like Dean Wilson either.
I'm gonna agree with you guys. I like Dean Wilson, but I'm gonna agree with you on the whole Anderson will be a little better than.
You
I'm
guys-
not saying
you
he's
guys
going to
are
be a
nuts.
lot better.
You guys are nuts. There's no way.
So you're one of those guys that think Zacho's going to win motos? You really believe? We're not talking Supercross.
Whoa.
Oh, I saw you like there was like a light bulb going off in your brain. You had to think about it for a
There
little
were
bit.
no words. Don't put words in my mouth.
Okay,
Think
all
about
right,
it.
all right.
Yeah, let's hear it.
No.
Because if you're telling me he's
But
going to
I think he lands on the box.
In a couple motos.
I can see that. I can see that, but I don't see
think he
winning.
lands on the box in an overall.
Because I
At
don't
least
see him
one.
winning.
At
Because
least
I don't.
one.
I don't
see any
think.
overalls,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't see that either. Like unless it's like a consistency thing.
I said
where-
land on the box in an overall, not
Oh,
not
okay.
win an overall, but land on the box in an overall. Although it would be funny, he could pull like with as many guys as we have in the top here, he could pull like a 3-4 and get an overall.
I just don't see on the days that when, and we still have a bunch of guys to talk about, when those guys are feeling it. Zach Osborne is fast outdoors, but I will mention you this. That outdoor title he did win by a lot of points, but he also didn't win a lot of overalls that year.
Zach's older, but I think he still has the cojones to hang it out.
I don't see him going Tomac speed. I don't see him going Kenny
Well,
speed.
there's no one on here that I'm going to say is going to go Tomac speed when he's feeling it. When Eli's Eliing, there's
But
no
I don't
one
see
on
him
here
going.
that's
I don't.
touching him.
Well, on this list.
The only person in the world that's anywhere close
Well, yeah,
is
that
your
guy-
boy
that guy's
Hurley.
faster.
That his balls are still
I don't
fucking
know.
dangling
I
from
think,
your chin.
That guy's
I
faster.
think once we get to this next team, we're going to talk about.
Well, it depends
But
on what team,
anyway,
that guy's faster.
So
But
where do you
anyway.
put Zach for the year then?
Overall-wise?
Where do you put him? Yeah, what's his range?
I don't know about
for
points.
finishes?
I don't know about
What's
points.
his range for finishes? Let's just go with that.
I think he will be a solid 5 to 8 guy.
not as bad as I thought you were gonna give him. What
No, I'm not going to be disrespectful.
I gotta agree with Justin on that one.
5
5 to 8, and I can see him.
Sneak in a little higher here.
I will.
But I don't
give you
agree
guys
with this
that,
whole
but
he's gonna win motos.
I don't think he's gonna probably win a moto either.
The only-
He may pull Justin Bogle and surprise us and win one.
Yes,
Maybe.
I could see that, but
That
he would
could
have
shock
to rip
us.
a start, and
Yes.
everybody else would have to be like 10th or
Which could
whatever.
happen. He's on a solid bike, solid
Yes,
team,
it could.
proven winner. I mean, and like I said, he's won an
But I
outdoor
think he's got
title.
to do it this year. I think he's got to do it this year because I think next year, I think that's going to be a whole different thing. 'Cause
Could be,
you
yes.
got guys moving up. So yeah, no, I think he'll be good. But I think the Husky team, it's one of the more solid teams.
I believe that. Yes.
But okay, so we didn't really talk about Dean, which is what do we? Dean had a really good season in 2017.
Yes.
He obviously didn't ride last year. He got a couple podiums in 17. Are we just gonna like completely dismiss him because I think he's another guy that if he's feeling it later in the season, he could get on the box, consistency wise. But I think also he could
These
be.
injury things, man, they're killing
Yeah,
him. Setting
I
him
don't
so
know.
far
I
Which
don't
really
know,
sucks.
to be really
Which
honest.
really sucks for him because his Supercross season was going pretty damn good.
Yep.
I just don't want to. I just hate seeing the dude get hurt. I'm not a
Yeah.
Dino guy, but it sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like Dino.
Take
Got a
some
cool
depth
bike.
away from the field.
He'd be
It
fun to
does.
hang out with.
Yeah.
yeah, it would, especially his chick.
All right. Yeah, Jesus. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Woo!
Cole, get off your phone.
Call.
God
Hey,
damn.
call.
Dude, send her a dick pic later. Okay.
Millennial.
Okay. Next team up here in the 450 class. HRC Honda.
Cole Seeley's on the struggle bus.
Cole Seeley's on the struggle bus.
He even said it to Weege.
8 to 15 guy.
I wasn't even gonna be that good. I was gonna be like 10 to 16 guy.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Which is not even really like a thing when we talk.
yeah, no,
That's
I
not
don't
even
ever
a
put
thing.
anybody back there, but poor Cole is
I
struggling.
think he is going to be a good fantasy pick all year.
Yeah, because he'll probably like sneak in a couple good motos and he'll have like a 10 handicap or something.
Yeah, probably.
He'll never be an all-star.
No.
No. He'll be a good fantasy pick.
All right, so the other guy in HRC, Kenny. First question, does he make it through the whole season? Let's go there.
You guys talk because I
I
wanna scratch
this pains me because I want to see him be the man. Because
you want to see 2016 Kenny where he whacks that ass?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Kenny, man.
I mean, we're
Maybe
talking,
not be if he's on. Maybe it'll only happen if he's on a Suzuki again.
I don't know. We are talking about a guy that won 19 out of 24 motos. Just
Actually,
just 2 years ago.
Actually, you know what's funny? They got that wrong. It was 20 out of 24.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Because the only motos that he got beat really straight up was Southwick, and then he had the bike issue with Glen Helen, and then Washougal Eli had one.
Yeah,
So 20 out of 24 motos.
but okay. So
Fuck yeah.
let's say he doesn't feel this sickness, which I'm doubtful on, because I think he's going to feel it by the time we move east, and I think
he's-
by Redbud he's out.
If he's Kenny, not 2016 Kenny, because we don't
But
even
just
know.
Kenny.
I don't think that Kenny ever comes back.
2016? No, I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
Either. But
But
if he's Kenny better than he was last year, Kenny,
Yeah.
oh man, you got to think
You
that
got to. He's a contender with his consistency.
Yeah.
and you got to think that if he, with the way he ended last year, I know that Crawfordsville, like that, but like how he rode at Budds Creek, when we were sitting there watching, he just gapped Marv, and it's like, oh, that looked like 16 Kenny for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Everything depends on his health right now.
And I will say that if he was like he was at the beginning of Supercross, that Kenny for
Yeah.
outdoors, you got to think that even though he's not going to be Tomac when Tomac's on, you got to think on those 99% days, Kenny's that's him.
He's a podium threat every moto, right?
And battling for moto wins.
Yep.
Battling for moto wins. But like we just talked about, I don't think he's.
I don't think they still know. That's the
I
thing.
mean, they had to have checked Epstein Barr off the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird because
That'd
like,
be like the first thing they look
No.
for. It's obviously not there.
who knows what he? I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be the struggle
What
bus.
Carmichael have? Chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah, something
had a-
like that.
yeah, he
I
had
mean,
some
he's
crazy
been
shit.
working his balls off so hard, it's catching up.
Well, we said this is the first season that he's gone
The whole
all
season
year.
since 16.
Yeah. So
In 16, I think he even missed a Supercross if I remember correctly.
So yeah, who knows? And it might be as simple as he makes an adjustment on his training regimen.
So, with that being said, even if he makes it through the whole season, but he's still dealing with this, and he just doesn't back out, which, if we're being honest, unless it's just getting ridiculous, Kenny's not going to quit.
No.
It's going to have to be, like, over the top obvious. If he doesn't quit, where does he end up? Because it really pains me to say, I can't put him on the podium because I don't know where he's going to be. Dude, the last couple Supercrosses, he was terrible.
I give him top 5. Like, you're talking points overall?
Yeah.
I give him top 5.
Okay.
Even when he's out halfway through.
Yeah. Well, not when he's out halfway through. If he's out halfway through.
Man,
then
Supercross.
if he makes it through the whole season, is what he's talking about, then I give him top 5.
Because after Nashville, man, it was the struggle bus on
Yep.
Supercross.
100%.
It was bad.
100%.
I don't know, man. I think Kenny, Kenny's more of a question mark this season than he was last season, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just that sickness that they can't figure out, or whatever he's feeling.
Whatever he's got. If maybe it's just an excuse, or
I don't know. That's an excuse. Man.
People, you know what though? I think that
I don't think it's an excuse since he just signed another 3-year deal with Honda. If it was a bike excuse or something like that,
like an excuse to why he wasn't performing as well as he was in Supercross. Oh, I'm sick.
I really I don't know. I don't know anymore with Kenny.
And with this new 3-year deal, if he's not feeling it and there is something really wrong, he can walk.
And this might be just a chronic thing. It might be this is going to be how it's going to be from here on out. And he's only he's not even 25 yet.
Yeah.
So like you're talking 27 years, or well, he probably turned 25 this year. So into his 28. Man, I don't know. That's one of those things. Like this could be a career thing. Like we remember talking about the arms for the last 2 years. This might, because these sicknesses don't go away. Mm-hmm. This is a thing that's an internal thing and it sticks with you. And
is it Lyme disease?
Yeah, it's Lyme disease.
Oh,
ticks.
You think he's ticked off about it?
He might be. Dude, fuck off with the play.
All right, let's just move on. We got 2 more teams to get through here.
Yeah.
So I see him contending for some moto wins in the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I can see that, but I think halfway through the season, when we get to the hot races, it's gonna be
a little different.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
All right, cool. Move on. Get to these last 2 teams.
All right, let's go.
All right, here we are. Cowie's where we're going.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Savachi.
I think Cowie's a pretty solid team. As much as I don't like Savachi, I think
for
he's
2
solid.
guys, yeah,
2-man team.
For how Savachi did in Supercross.
So where do you think he lands outdoors here?
I think Savachi's going to be right around there with your boy Zacho. I think he's going to be a 5 to 8 guy, and I think he'll be on the podium every now and then.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I think
can't argue that.
I just do
He seems solid on the 450. So
yeah, well, I don't know how the beginning of outdoors is going to go because sounds like he's been dealing. What was it, the shoulder thing or whatever? He got hurt in Vegas, but it was a shoulder issue for a while. I think the first few rounds might be a little bit of a struggle. It'll probably just be top 10. But I think when he's feeling it, I think you're going to be seeing like him and Zacho and Ando and Barsha and all those guys. I think that's going to be that group right there. I do. I think it's going to be those guys. They're going to be battling. Well, you can almost kind of put Kenny in there, I guess, depending on where Kenny's at. So, I think it's going to be those guys. I think they're going to be going back and forth. In one moto, you might see it goes Zacho, Savachi, Barsha, and then the next moto, Zacho or Joey, Barsha, Zach, whatever. I think it's going to be that battle is probably going to be the best of the year, in my opinion, because I think it's going to be like that every weekend.
Do you think he's going to Savachi syndrome some this summer though? He's going to have some weird.
No, because he didn't. Because in Supercross he only had it. He only had it that weekend in East Rutherford twice. The one in Nashville, that was track was shit. East Rutherford, yes, that was the Savachi moment, but it was only one time this year. He had it one time where you looked at him and you go, well,
I don't know. I kind of count Nashville too.
I almost had him. I thought he was going to win one at one point.
Well, yeah.
He was good. Yeah, no. I mean, okay, if you want to put Nashville, then fine too. I don't count Nashville. I think the track was super marbly, but East Rutherford, fine. That was the first weekend you really looked at it and go, okay, that looked like Savachi from last year and the last couple of years. But other than that, dude, you got rid of the point. Me and Matt were talking about this. Savachi was a top 5 guy.
Yep.
Top 5. So you got to think, in my opinion, he's better outdoors. That's where he's going to be.
Yeah, I think he's top 5.
Yeah, so him, Zach, all those guys.
Yep, and then we get to our defending champ.
What?
Pretty easy to get through Savachi there. Not much to talk about.
Well, no, because Savachi's just kind of like, he's just Savachi.
Hey, how about the...
he's my guy, but...
How about the Savachi low-key lit kits?
Dude, those
that gear did not look bad.
That green and blue.
The helmet.
Oh, I know,
the
helmet swag.
The helmet's trash.
Look, y'all can have your lit kit talk award.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about lit
show.
kits, but this year it's gonna be, or for outdoors, it's gonna be privateers probably half the time.
What, with lit kits?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Travis,
well, are you talking about
Travis riding his track over here with shit kits on?
Yeah, that too.
What are you talking shit kits, bro?
What kind of gear you ride?
My gear's fly as fuck.
You wear fly?
You wear Fox?
No.
What do you wear?
Thor.
What year Thor?
I don't know, man.
He's like, oh, wait.
I got some
He's got
stuff
phase.
from the last.
Like you got that punk Pastrana stuff?
He's got phase. He's got the
it's not
phase
that
shit
old.
from
It's
07.
not that old.
Yeah.
All right, so
I got that. I got some alias stuff.
Ooh.
I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any fly gear.
Dude, that's gonna be a limited edition here pretty soon.
Oh no, dude, it is limited.
Yeah, you should probably put it
It
on
is
Craigslist.
limited. Actually, the one stuff I have was real limited because it's the red, white, and blue stuff.
All right, anyway, let's talk about
Choke.
limiting mistakes.
It's all about choke back.
You think he's gonna win the title again? Let's just go there.
Oh, well, obviously he's the 3P. I've said it before. He's probably he's got to be the title favorite. He is the title contender. He's the defending champ.
Did you know before Racer X said that on their show that no one else other than like Carmichael and one other dude had ever even gone back to back?
I knew that. I didn't know the stat about the back-to-back. I knew on the back-to-back-to-back.
And like Carmichael's the only one to three-peat, isn't he?
Carmichael fucking won everything.
Yeah, won everything he entered. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he never lost an outdoor season, so that's not even just fair.
Yeah, so that's some rare air he's in outdoors here.
Yeah, but I don't. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna get blown up in the comments, but I
You don't think
You don't think he's gonna do it?
I think last year was really easy for him.
I'm not.
17 wasn't. Last year was.
I'm not.
Last year was easier for him. I think this year he's got a rejuvenated Webb, and he needs to watch out.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold that they got that bike. They're not that bike completely figured out for outdoors.
No, I'm not
Howie?
either.
Yeah. Well, we saw what happened the last time he rode it, and I know it was a one-off race, but we saw what happened when he rode it at Redbud.
I'm not stamping him for the title, but
He's obviously
the title favorite.
He's got to be the favorite, but we always talk about this.
He has had a lot of mechanicals.
What's going to happen
yeah, that's
the weekends that he's not feeling it?
Yeah.
What is going to happen, and I don't want to jump too much into it because we talked about it in the last, but what is going to happen when he's not feeling it? Because we know what it's like when he's not, and I know this is 35 minutes.
If Webb brings the consistency that he brought in Supercross,
Yeah.
and Tomac has a whatever round he faded back to like 8th.
Yeah.
Or
Well, that was Redbud. Redbud, he had
all
the
he
motor
needs,
failure
all he
and
needs is
faded.
one or two of those, and then he needs one or two of those from Webb needs that from Tomac.
Yep.
And then the history of the Kawasaki
Having one
mechanical.
Redbud.
Okay,
Biggest.
Redbud the year before with the front brake.
Yep. And I just don't think that. I know that he did it the 4 seconds lap fast. That was a big thing. I don't think you're going to see that this year. I really don't. I think that even if Kenny is even close to 90%, I don't think Tomac goes 4 seconds lap faster. We can talk about Cooper a little bit more when we go to the team. Marv is still Marv. Baggett's coming off his best super. I don't see him doing that. Now, yeah, maybe he goes a second and a half, but this whole, I'm going to crash, knife it in a right-hander, and I'm going to be 10 seconds back and then come back and win. I don't see that this year. Because even in Supercross, like, it's crazy to say he only won 6 races this year in Supercross. And he was fast in qualifying, 3 times?
I know the point you're putting out there, but that sounds so dumb when you say, "Oh, he only won 6 races in Supercross."
No, because he won so.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're getting
It
at.
does
but
sound dumb.
It sounds really dumb when you say it out
But
loud.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he went from
Yeah,
going
yeah.
and winning 8 and 9 to now he only won 6. And let's be real, it took the whole entire season to get those
Yeah.
6. So, like, yeah, there's no denying that. Other than that other bad man on the other side of the pond, when Eli's feeling it, he's the fastest guy. But once again, third year in a row, don't fucking matter about being the fastest guy in Supercross. And I said this, I don't know if I said this on camera or off camera when we did the Supercross, that if he has one of those years where he doesn't dominate in Supercross, everybody's like, oh, he's going to be what is his headspace going to be? Because the last couple of years he goes, oh, I'm the man at Supercross. And people talk about him being better outdoors, Supercross, whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not going to win the title, but I think it's going to be harder this year.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be harder as well.
Yep.
And we kind of might as well just go right into Red Bull if the
Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah.
Okay, so
we go
let's-
into our last team here.
Let's
Red
talk
Bull
about Marv
KTM.
for a second. Let's talk about Marv for a second before we talk about the Supercross champ.
Do you think Marv struggled outdoors all year?
Well, he's been the bridesmaid for how many years in a row now? Like, we keep saying that, and he always seems to pull shit out of his
Because
ass.
I mean, Supercross was all right, but not great for him.
Yeah, he started coming on strong there, and then
Nothing.
yeah, he just kind of deflated.
It was like build.
Do we think he's got to get Moto wins this year, though? He does every year.
Yeah.
He's got to get. You can't not pick him for Moto wins and overalls. Every year he gets Moto wins and overalls.
Honestly, I think it's gonna be tough for him.
I think it's going to be really tough.
It's gonna be tougher. Yeah.
Does he get second in the points again?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so. no.
Nope.
Okay.
I think he's third or farther back.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I do think, though, this is the last year that we're going to see anything from Marv. I mean, he's going to be...
Y'all have heard he's had that
KTM re-signed him?
He's had that contract forever. He hasn't signed it. That's what I've heard.
Well, he's what? He's 31 next year,
He's
right?
had a contract on the table.
Oh yeah. He's had a contract. He hasn't signed it yet.
I don't know what Marv's doing, though.
I don't know what
I
he's
agree
doing
with a
either.
lot of the people in the industry. This is... What was it? We said, can he or will he ever? Like, that was kind of like they talk about...
I don't think he is.
I don't think so. I don't think he wins a championship, but I think this is the last year we see anything productive from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might call it.
You think he retires after this year?
If he's sitting on a contract like that and still hasn't signed the damn thing,
I don't know. And that's just what I've heard. Hearsay through.
Because this
polls and stuff like
whole...
what's he waiting for?
This
Is he
whole
waiting-
carousel...
What's he waiting for? A Supercross only contract? Like what's he waiting?
No, because I'll argue he's better outdoors. To be honest with you.
that. Yeah, but Supercross is easier.
No. I'm saying though, like people people go to Supercross because they like the Supercross only because they'd rather ride Supercross and then do the grind. I will say that he's been better outdoors because he has more wins outdoors.
Right.
I mean, hell, look how many won in 17.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Supercross champ. Are we all in agreement right now that Cooper Webb, that he's back, but if he comes in with the momentum that he did in Supercross, and that Paula prep video, I know it was just a prep video, he looked fucking good. The corner speed, the turn down. Man,
he's really. This is when before he really shit the bed with Yamaha and stuff. There, he's really starting to improve his technique to like European style, keeping the feet on the peg, standing up halfway through the corner, not sticking his leg out, using energy.
Keeping it, and I know the elbow, but keeping his elbows above his lower chest line. A lot of guys like to do that. He keeps it above his chest line. You know, he's
letting his elbows drag in the sky.
Well, you watch all these guys; they just drop their shoulders in, and he keeps it at his chest line. So dude, Cooper.
He's the other contender.
He's going to be somebody to mess with, and I think he can play the mind games.
I don't think that if there's a.
He can play the mind games better than all of them, and when he gets in Tomac's head, Tomac is going to crumble.
If there's a weekend that Eli goes beast mode and Eli just puts it to everybody, Cooper's going to look at it and go, so?
Right.
Because next weekend, if you implode, I could win.
Yeah.
I think that Cooper, I don't know, man. I think that this high coming off Supercross, and I think he's a better outdoor rider. I really do. I think that 16 season was insane. I know it was on a 250. But look what he did those years at the MX of Nations with limited 450 time.
Is that the year he
had a broken wrist?
Yeah, he had a broke wrist.
And he just rode through it and just started annihiling everybody.
He was annihilating some other things.
He was annihilating some other things too, but we'll not get into that. That's after dark. Anyways, I think that I think Hangtown, if he comes out and he's on the box and he's even remotely close to Eli, and I'm not saying he's gonna beat him at Hangtown, but he's even remotely close.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Eli Hangtown.
It's gonna be a dogfight the whole entire year. And I'm not talking Marvin last year where he gets out front and then Eli gaps him and then whatever. I'm talking we're like, hey, we keep him within 5 to 10 seconds and his lap times, his marking him. It's going to be a war all summer because Eli cannot. He can get in Marv's head. He can get in Baggett's head. He can get in Anderson's head. It's debatable about the Kenny thing, but Kenny's head is. He ain't getting in Cooper's head. He's not getting in Coop's head. And Coop will go out there and he'll prove a point. He'll be like, well, you know, I can go out and get 7th in practice and it don't take me to fucking get a fast qualifier and I can still go win.
Right.
Because there are tracks that Cooper in those 250 days was really good. And it's crazy, but Redbud comes to mind. Some of those rides he had.
Yeah.
He's been good at Southwick. He's been good at Thunder Valley. Paula, he never really raced at Paula. He was good at Unadilla.
He wasn't good at Unadilla.
He was good. Well, hell, he clinched the title at Budds Creek. And
he's good at Millville.
He was good at Millville. He's good at Washougal.
He's good at every round.
There's only a few tracks that you could say, like High Point maybe, and Hangtown will be like, well, you don't know what he's going to do. Oh, man, I don't know, dude. And I might as well get into it.
Who's your champ?
Who are you going
Who's
with?
your champ? Who's your champ?
Cooper Webb.
Are you?
Cooper Webb.
I think I'm going with him too.
Cooper Webb.
Just for the thing, he's getting an oval.
I picked the KTM last year and he failed me, but
I'm going KTM too.
I'm gonna be different. I'm going with 3-peat. I think the big number 3.
Pete's.
I think 3-peats. Yep. I think ET somehow manages to pull it out. 3
but
peats.
how close is it?
But I think this is the last
I think
title
it goes
he
down
wins.
to the last round.
Do you think it comes down? Well,
Yep.
technically they had the last 2 years, but like actually close.
Yep.
Not mathematically.
Yeah, with him and Cooper. Oh yeah. I
Okay. So
Does KTM bring Hurlings in?
as a ringer.
There's a ringer in the last
might as
round.
well.
again.
Iron Man again.
So before we get into the bold prediction, then how many wins are moved around between guys this year?
How many rounds are there? 12.
12.
Moto wins or overalls?
Let's go overalls.
Yeah.
Moto wins will be tough.
So how many different guys getting overall?
Yep.
4.
Yep. That was
Okay, so
what I had in
Eli,
mind.
Coop, Marv, Kenny.
Ooh, I'm going 5 then.
So
I
Baggett.
think Baggett gets one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 4.
I think Baggett
I'm
gets
sticking with 4.
I'm gonna go 3. I think it's Eli, Coop, and Marv.
one. You don't think Kenny gets anything?
Man, I just don't know.
I just don't know either.
I think you're right. I'm taking Kenny out of my running. I got Eli gets some.
Yep.
Marv,
Yep.
Coop,
Yep.
Cooper Pooper,
Cooper Pooper.
and Blake.
All right.
All right.
Well, my bold prediction though is actually going to be crazy because I think the KTM Husky thing, they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a moto this year. Baggett, Marv, Coop, and you can pick between Zacho and Ando, Zacho, Wilson, whoever. I think they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a moto, and I think Kenny and Eli are not even close at one point. I think the Austrian connection, whatever you want to call it, just dominating. Could have been too easy to say 1, 2, 3 because they did in Supercross. I think those Husky boys get in there, and I think that this comes down to a title fight. I don't know about Anderson playing ball, but I think old Zacho and Dino, I think they'd be like, hey, you know what, if it comes down, this is a little bit easier to do it outdoors than it is in Supercross.
Yeah.
I think that
I agree with that.
they tell Cowie to fuck off.
I agree with that. What you got for a bold prediction? I'm still brewing one up over here.
I don't know, man. Okay, I guess a bold prediction. This really pains me to say. I don't think Kenny wins a moto.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. No.
I mean, that pains me to say that.
Because we just don't know.
Yeah, at this point, we just don't know. But I don't think he wins a moto unless he. I mean,
I don't really have a bold prediction, but I got like an over/under.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Who flips off more guys, Barsha or Webb?
I think
Ooh,
the
one.
Coop flipping off days are over with, so I'm going to go Barsha.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Barsha too. Actually,
Maybe Coop takes out Barsha this year for that
They
Unadilla
flip, they
bullshit.
flip each other off.
They're just like, woo!
they're both just standing there.
And then when it happens in the next corner, Anderson takes out Baggett. I will love it. Woo!
That would be epic.
All right.
And then Kenny takes out Eli.
Anything else for
And Mark
450s
wins.
here before
Ronnie
we wrap
Ford
this
wins.
up? Yes.
Okay, you went
Yes. All right. Cool. So that has been our 450 outdoor preview show.
Excited.
Thank you for
Hangtown.
watching. Check out our sponsors in the links down below. Don't forget we have these new t-shirts, PayPal link down below, $25 a piece, and you can send that to me and we will get you one shipped out in the next couple weeks. Follow us on all the major social media networks. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Check out the 250 Outdoor Preview Show. We got Hangtown coming up this
I'm
weekend.
excited, boys.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And then we will be back next week to wrap up all the Hangtown action. So,
Hopefully it's not a
Yeah,
runaway.
I forgot to mention I'll be in California. Coming to.
Are you going to Hangtown?
on Monday?
Are you going to Hangtown?
No,
Or you're not going to do that
unfortunately
whole week?
not.
Oh.
But I'm hoping a certain KTM member shows up at the go-kart track again.
Oh, yeah, Marv. Okay. And Matil can show up. You can hang out with her.
12,
She's a
12
good driver.
more shows,
She can
boys.
drive. She can
Oh,
drive.
she's probably ride too.
12 more shows, boys. That's what we got for the year.
12 more
Basically.
shows?
12.
Oh, man, dude, I love the outdoors, though. Are you really going to
12
be...
more- Yeah, we should squeeze a few more in.
Are you really going to be at some point where you're not going to do a show and it's just going to be me and Cole? Because
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we could do something like that.
Because I know after
We
Red
gotta,
Bud,
we gotta figure out a way where we can do some stuff over the phone. But anyway,
You just
let's
get
wrap this
bored
thing
after
up.
Red
Yeah,
Bud.
pretty much. I'm hyped at outdoors till Red
Yeah.
Bud, and then I'm over it.
Well, let's wrap this thing up and we'll figure it out.
Cool. Well, that's been it. We will see you guys after Hangtown.